Hey, good evening. What day is it? Oh, today is Tuesday, and there's no snow on the ground, which is great. I'm going to do some grilling en masse. I've got lots of stuff to put on the grill, so I'll show you what that is. I'll be using one of my two Weber grills, and I got the Vortex set up with some good B&B charcoal. Well, the charcoal is getting close. Sorry, you're crooked. My camera stand is about to fall down. Anyway, you're asking me what am I grilling? Well, I love a good pork chop, like the next guy. Love a steak. So tonight, guess what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have some chicken. Oh, that's not all. I have more chicken. More chicken. Last but not least, my favorite, chicken. I guess I was hungry for chicken the last time I went grocery shopping. Shut up, dog! Okay, what's the difference? I got all these marinating in four different mixtures. This is a Cornell blend of some type of, it's called firehouse chicken. It's a marinade made out of eggs, vinegar, oil, various spices, whatever you want to put in there, garlic, salt and pepper, and mustard if you want. And it marinates in there and it's going to grill pretty nicely. Here I have one that's made with a pre-made bottle of what's called peri peri sauce. It's famous for their restaurants, I guess, in Britain and in South Africa. It's got a bird's eye pepper in it. It's got a really unique and kind of a complex flavor. I really like it. Then Aloha barbecue sauce. It's a marinade. Although it says barbecue sauce on the bottle, you don't brush it on like a barbecue sauce. You marinate your meat in it. And as you're cooking, then you kind of give it a refresh by swiping it back through the marinade as it grills. It's kind of a very tropical flavor. Something I picked up when I lived in Hawaii, and I've really loved this stuff ever since. This is Pollo Tropical. It's actually a marinade I put together off of a copycat recipe I found on the internet for restaurant of the same name that's popular down in Florida. We had one in Tennessee and then they closed it, and I love that place. It has sour orange juice in it, pineapple juice, garlic powder, salt and pepper, a little bit of oil, and this Sozan Goya con cilantro blah blah. It's good stuff. Really powerful in this color. First off, the ones I'm going to put on here are going to be the Aloha barbecue sauce marinated pieces of chicken. So I got this spaced out right. I'll be able to do 2 batches of chicken on this grill. That's the way it's set up. I might have to put more charcoal in it in between. So the Aloha, I'm doing that first because it requires the least amount of time of marinating. This is the Firehouse or Cornell marinade. I guess I'll get my coat marinated doing this. This arrangement is actually pretty popular with Weber kettle fan owners, and this is kind of an accessory in the middle called a Vortex. I bought it like 5-6 years ago before I even knew there was a Facebook page for it. Now everybody's buying them, and they're real popular for cooking wings. Okay, so that fire is going to be really stoking hot when I put the lid on there, and it should quickly shoot up to 500 degrees. The lid on there about a minute and a half, and you can see it's shot right up in temperature. It's going to be that way for a while. About 15 minutes into it, and it's still holding steady at 500 degrees. These Webers are good for that sort of thing because they have good air control. It has vents on the bottom, which this is not all the way open, but I'll open it now. And top vents all the way open. Gets good airflow, keeps that fire stoked without flaring up. 20 minutes in, it's cranking right along. the sugars in that low hot sauce burn pretty quick. My goodness, I'm already at 165, 167, 143, 155, 150. Thermopin, by the way, it's a good product. I like to re-dip these, get back in the sauce, get a little more on there to caramelize. That's one hot fire, I'm telling you. So the Cornell University's recipe on this, which is like what they call a firehouse marinade or barbecue, it says to redip their chicken repeatedly, like every 5 minutes, but I can't do that. I'm trying to do too many things, like, well, videotape this and air up the tires of my car and that silly thing. Should probably temp these too. They're a lot lower. 158 is the high there. 140s, 162, 140. Put that lid back on for just a little bit. And I think I'll move the vent on the other side. That's probably why the ones on this side aren't cooking as fast. It'll kind of divert the heat this direction. Things I'm going to pull all this in a little bit. I like to get the tongs stoking hot, just in case there was salmonella on them. I want to avoid any cross-contamination between the uncooked and unheated marinade that I was dipping into earlier and the chicken that should be ready, like probably right now. That's at 165, 65. A little bit higher up there, but no big deal. It's dark meat, very forgiving. That's why I like dark meat. If you cook a chicken breast, if you go much above 165, you're going to end up drying it out. But dark meat, very forgiving. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the Aloha version, the Hawaiian chicken. They're looking pretty good. I don't think I need to tell anybody that when you pull these, either off the grill or out of an oven, after you temp them, and you know that they're at 165 or better, you let them rest, and the temperature will actually go up another 5-10 degrees. So that one is good. I'm going to give these a little push in the temperature range. This recipe, this Cornell chicken or firehouse chicken recipe marinade, it actually does specify in the recipe instructions to cook it over an open flame, keep lots of water on standby to squirt it down. But I quit using water bottles a long time ago. I just keep a hot zone and a cool zone. And when they start flaring up, I move them. Look at that one, it's taking off. This one just has oil in it, I think, and probably makes it. Let's set about 170, 160, 155, this Vortex along with the charcoal is also something I use when I do a steak. Anymore, I sous vide a steak and let them cook to whatever temperature I set it to. So like say a steak, I would set it to 115 degrees, let it cook in that for like 4 hours while I'm off doing other things. And then when I'm ready to finish the steak off, I stoke me up a good fire on this, in this Vortex, and then come out with the steak, slap it on there for like a minute or two each side, and it gets up to the desired temperature of what, 135 degrees for medium rare, and it comes out to be like a perfect medium rare steak. Shot right back up to almost 550 degrees. They're all teetering between the 160 and the 180 degree mark. I'll put them on in the foil, wrap them up, and they should go above the 165 mark as they rest. Knock some of the ashes off before I start another batch. I don't think I'll have to put any more charcoal in this. That B&B charcoal is really some good stuff. It's expensive, but it's good. And I've been a Kingsford person all my life. I don't think I'll be using that stuff anymore. Okay. We're going to put on the peri-peri first. Each one of these bags, I ended up buying 2 mega bags of chicken when I was at the grocery store the other day, of wings and thighs. I think there's 12, not wings, legs and thighs. I think there was 12 legs in one package and 10 thighs in the other. And my whole idea was I'm just going to divvy them up into smaller batches and then freeze them and cook them as I go, as I need them. But I had this bright idea, like, okay, they've been in the refrigerator almost to the expiration date, and I haven't grilled in a while, so why not grill them all in all these different flavors and then freeze them? And I'll have them ready to go when I need them. Look how colorful that, this is Pollo Tropical with that Southern Goya spice in it, real orangey. Okay, no mistaking which is which there. Peri-peri, Pollo Tropical. Put the lid back on and let it ride. Shut up, dog! Shut up! Well, I stoked the flames rather by knocking the ashes off, put it all back together, and here it is 5 minutes later. It's at 500 degrees again. Well, it's getting dark out here since the sun likes to race down to the horizon really early here in Middle Tennessee. So it's dark by 5 p.m., which it's 5:07 right now, so not so bad. Days are getting a little bit longer each day now since we got past December 21st. Anyway, I'm going to keep these cooking. Really nothing different than what the other ones were, except in this case I'm not going to be re-dipping them. I'm going to probably turn them. And then I have the others in the oven on a warm setting, 170 degrees in the oven upstairs. And when I get done, when I get all of them done, they'll each go in their own bag labeled as what flavor they are. And then I have a lot of ice, and I'll put those bags on ice, give them a quick chill. There's probably, I don't know whether everybody knows that, but the danger zone is between 140 and 41 degrees. That's when bacteria and all that other stuff will start growing in the meat. Even after it's been cooked, that's the danger zone. So the quicker you get it from that point of above 140 to down below into the refrigerated temperatures of below 41 degrees, the better off you are. And I'll eventually put them all in the freezer. And I have many chicken meals to look forward to in the coming weeks or even months. We'll see. So anyway, I'm done yapping. Y'all have a good evening.